Hey guys, Opal here and welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing a Plaza build, and this build I actually started on live stream. My live stream crashed and I couldn't get it back up, so I decided let's just do a speed build. I was really excited to do this build, so I had laid down the pathing and kind of just the basic structure of what I wanted to do. And my plan was originally to have this full like a blue kind of wizardy plaza, and that's not really how it turned out. It turned out being like 3 separate builds, and I'm absolutely in love with how it turned out. All of these like little separate areas are very different from each other, but they blend in so nicely. So this side that we're working on here, this is kind of the wizardy kind of vibe that I was going to go for the whole plaza. And it's got quite like charming pathing, I would say. I've like not really done this sort of pathing before, so it was really fun to do like something a little bit different. Not everything lines up, and I think that kind of makes it a lot cuter than your traditional, like straight pathing. I just had a lot of fun with just playing around with different shapes and stuff with this path. So at first we're going to start working on the main entrance area, and this is very pink. So we have a pink, like I would say maybe a little bit fairy core, but I don't want to say fairy core, but it's very pink. The Beauty and the Beast area is like yellow and kind of has like Mythopia vibes, which I really love. And then obviously the blue area. And like I said, they all blend in super nicely together. I really wanted to use a lot of like marble and really just like extravagant kind of items in this like landing area, I'm gonna call it. There's no like house skins or anything in here. It's just very like floral, and yeah, I just really love this area. I think it's so cute. I had a little bit of trouble like kind of lining everything up and just figuring out what to do, because I was trying not to go for anything pink, but for some reason whenever I build I just go and use pink items, and I really tried not to. This was meant to be a blue build, and I didn't even place down one blue item before deciding to go with pink. So yeah. I tried to use like a big mixture of foliage. Like I really wanted to use like the cactuses and the darker green. I still wasn't sure on kind of what kind of trees to use in this area, because I thought that it looked quite messy, like when you're looking from the main path like to the back, the castle. Hopefully I'm explaining that right. It really looked messy seeing like the castle and all the other stuff going on. So I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out like kind of what to block it all with. I wanted to go with this big massive fountain, and I cannot remember if I kept this. I might have downsized it to a slightly small. Yeah, I did use a slightly smaller one than that. But my main goal basically for this middle area was to keep it very separated and like enclosed. I wanted like all sides to be enclosed and it to feel like you're encompassed by like lots of flowers and foliage and just lots of colors. I really wanted this. Oh yeah, this is the item that I use, and I've like never used this item before, so it was really fun. Oh my goodness. Okay, I struggled a lot there. But yeah, this is when I just scrapped the blue idea. I was like, no, let's just go pink. Everything was looking so cute by this point. I was having a lot of fun just pulling out lots of foliage. I really wanted to use these pedestals for some reason. I'm kind of obsessed with them lately because you can put literally anything on them. But yeah, I tried to put an extra gazebo and it looks so good from like this angle, but when you're in game it does not look that good, so I did delete that. But I did keep those palm trees like to the side, and I think I add 2 extra palm trees too, and I feel like these look so good to like block off that like back castle area because it just looked really messy. But now I'm just going in and kind of just copying and pasting some of the random foliage, because I really wanted to just make it look very vibrant. And I knew that we had these like pink mushroom things. I don't even know what they are. I knew we had them, but for some reason I haven't been using them. So I really wanted to use them today. Yeah, that's when I deleted it, and I just think it looks a little bit better. It was a little bit too cluttered, a bit too messy. I really wanted to use these wind things. What are they called? I don't know. I don't actually know what they are. I think windmills, but they don't really look like, they look like silos with a little fan thing on the front. I'm not really sure what they are, but yeah, I used those and I thought they were so cute. I also tried to change the path because I really wanted to use this path, and I think it looks cute, but I decided to go with the brick instead because I don't really get a lot of use out of the brick anymore. And I thought this was quite good because it's so bland, everything else can like kind of pop off, you know. But yeah, I added in some extra marble fences, but this area was basically done. Just a little like finishing touches and adding a few extra things. I really wanted to add more palm trees to enclose it even more. Like I said, when I was like, because I kept on going like back into the game and like looking around, and I was just trying to enclose the space as much as possible, but I felt like this really did enclose the space a lot. So I started working on the blue area, and I thought this has to be a blue area because the whole vibe was meant to be like blue, wizardy, magical, whatever. So yeah, I ended up putting lots of mushrooms, the blue mushrooms, which I think looks so cute, and just lots of the blue trees and blue bushes. This area is probably the least decorated. I shouldn't say that. It's like, it's just a bit more open than the other areas. The other areas are like kind of really squishy. I did really want to use this purple tree because we don't have the singular purple tree, so I decided to use a cluster just to have the purple tree there because I'm kind of obsessed with it. But yeah, I added in some blue mushrooms and just started working on putting foliage in. I only really wanted to use foliage for this area. I didn't really want to use like extra items. I was thinking like, oh, let's do like a wizard market thing, but I always do that, so I didn't do it. There was no point. I've literally made like 1,000 wizardy market stall things. There's no point. I just wanted the floral vibes. That's all I was here for today. So that's what we did. I did really love using the light green Plaza ferns though. I think they look really cute in this area. And I did add a couple of like pink touches here and there because yeah, why not? And I feel like it blends in nicely with like the pink main area too. This fountain is like super kind of enclosed, but I really love the look of it. You can't really see like the pumpkin house behind it, but I feel like that's kind of the vibe. I like it. It's fun. I do think that the other pathing that we looked at, the Ancient's Landing path, I'm pretty sure it's Ancient's Landing. I'm so sure that that would have looked cuter in this area, but I really wanted to keep the same pathing for out because we already have 3 different builds that are like so different from each other. So I feel like having the same pathing and not like switching it makes everything flow so much better. But yeah. This is basically just me figuring out where to put foliage, and I know I could have probably used a little bit more foliage. I think I ended up using some like Forest of Valor stuff too, which I think really adds to it, but I don't think I showed it in this speed build for some reason. My disk space on my computer ran out, so we did cut out a little bit of footage here and there, but it's fine. This is the third area, that I'm working on, and this was so fun. So I went with a blue theme and I didn't like it, so I changed it to a yellow theme, and I think the yellow theme fits so much better. First, I just basically went in and just plotted down like where I want items to go. I was gonna do like a extra pathing and like build off on the pathing, but I decided that I thought it would be better to just do some like little stone walkways, and I am pretty happy that I did that because I feel like this is a very like natural kind of build on this side. See, I pulled out the Mythopia bushes here, the yellow ones, because I thought, oh, we could do yellow and blue, but it just looked a bit messy, honestly, and I thought it was just better to just do the yellow. I just think it's a lot cuter. I used lots of like these little lamps, and I haven't used these in a long time, so this is really fun to use. But yeah, at this point I was still kind of confused on what I was doing. So I'm just kind of copying and pasting all these trees. I just cut out like all of me decorating with the blue stuff because I was doing that for a long time. I didn't think I was doing it for that long, but skip to now we're at the yellow part, and I think this is so much cuter. It just looks really good. One thing I'll say is I'm looking at that birch tree right there on the entrance to the Sunlit Plateau. I think that would look so cute if I mixed in a little bit of those in this build, but that's fine. We get that one lonely birch tree there. I just think it looks really good, especially with like the grass color and the yellow. It looks so good. But yeah, the most annoying thing about this build that was driving me absolutely insane is that the Beast Castle and the Beast Flower Stall thing, like you can't build anywhere near them. Like there's this massive gap where you can't do anything. So those areas are just like completely blank and just boring, but oh well. For this side, I really wanted to make it look really overgrown, so I did use like some of the like rock pieces from the Peaceful Meadow. I have not used those in a long time either, so those were really fun to use. And just a lot of different grasses. I used the meadow grass and the beach grass, and I'm pretty happy that I used those. The only like extra items that I used were the Beauty and the Beast items, because I don't know why I didn't use any items in this build. I was just in a foliage pretty mood in today's build, and I just wanted my plaza to be simple but like very overgrown, so that's kind of why I didn't use many items, but I'm not mad about it. I really like it. I did skip a lot of me doing detailing at the end, but this is basically the end of the speed build. I added in some Forestivella foliage and some extra little pieces, but here we are at the final tour. I absolutely love how this looks. This looks so different than when you're in like a top-down view. Like in furniture mode. I just think it looks so cute. I love the little fishy bath. I have no idea what to call it, but I'm just going to call it a fishy bath. This is the blue area, and I did go back through and add extra items like the teapot, the big flowers, and the Forestivella bushes, and I'm so glad I did that because I feel like it just looks so much better. I thought it was a little bit too empty. Oh, I also added the little books on the ground because I thought that's kind of like Merlin vibe, isn't it? But yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this little area. I think it's so cute, and I love how the little pumpkin, well, big massive pumpkin is in there too. This is the Beauty and the Beast area, and I also just love this one. I just love that they're all like completely different vibes. This one's just very overgrown. Doesn't look like there was much thought put into this build, and honestly there wasn't, but I like the vibe of it. I think it's really cute. The one thing I have to say is I hate that I left this house in here. I mean, I get it because it's Beauty and the Beast, isn't it? Yeah, it's Belle's library. But at the end, I show you the replacement of what I would do instead. And I'm going to keep it with that other building that I show. But yeah, these are some overview shots of the build. Again, absolutely love how this turned out. I'm definitely going to keep this in my plaza for a very long time. I also wish I did not use the trees with the bugs on them. But yeah, I love that there's like 3 different vibes, and they're all like my favorite kind of like decorating styles at the moment too, which is really fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, I need to show the building and what I would do differently. This building here, Lady Tremaine's house, absolutely stunning in this area. Castle vibes, not too big, doesn't take away from the Beast Castle. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys. I hope you have a really good rest of your day. Bye bye.